So last night when I was sitting down trying to relax, my wife happens to mention that she would love some chili rellenos. They are a very popular dish down here. Literally, it's a Spanish term that means stuffed peppers. Now you're probably thinking of your mom and your grandma when you're a little kid taking the green bell pepper, putting some rice and some hamburger in there, and you loved it or you hated it. It's a comfort food, it's a soul food. I couldn't stand it growing up. But we're going to try something a little bit different today. In the meantime, I'm going to tell you what we're not doing. And the more traditional way of doing chiles rellenos is with poblano peppers. We're not using poblanos today. We're going to use the yellow bell peppers. But traditionally, you're going to take a poblano pepper and you're going to roast it. You're going to get the skin really charred on your grill or on a stove, however you want to do it. Then you put it in a bag and let it sweat for 5-10 minutes. You're going to peel off the skin, cut a hole in it, get the seeds out, and then you're going to stuff it with whatever you like. And then you take an egg batter, it's going to come out almost like a tempura. In our recipes, we'll get to that another day. That's not today. But then you can deep fry it. They're delicious. They are a staple down here. A lot of Sunday dinners, you're going to see that chili relleno. I'm not doing those today. I want to be a little bit different. And then the other thing, just a little side note, I'm not sure I've ever made a meal that's vegetarian. Today, this meal is going to be 100% vegetarian, and I'm not using any spices, and it's still going to come out absolutely fabulous. So, no further ado, smoked stuffed vegetarian peppers. As you can see, I got most things chopped up ahead of time. We're just going to use mushrooms, onions, I got a little bit of minced garlic on there, a jalapeno with everything taken out, and some zucchini. First thing I'm going to do is point out, this is a female bell pepper. There's 4 humps, and it's usually flatter on the bottom. If you're going to make peppers, much better idea to use the females. You can make a joke about women have more humps than guys do, but if you get a male pepper, it has 3 humps on the bottom, and it doesn't sit nearly as flat, and so maybe that 4th hump is the brain that I don't have that the female does. So, again, we're doing these a little bit differently. I usually make my own refried beans, but we're doing we got some vegetarian refried beans. We're going to put those in there. I'm going to put in 3 slices of cheese. Never go wrong with cheese. This is Oaxacan cheese. You can use mozzarella, pepper jack, whatever kind you like. Oaxaca cheese is fantabulous. Basically, it's like a string cheese, but it's extraordinarily good. Take a big heaping spoonful of beans. We want to make sure we're liking that. Doesn't have to be perfect because that's all going to kind of melt down as we go along. Set that one off to the side. Do the same thing with this one. Take the seeds and the stems out, just cut the top off, pretty simple stuff. Big heaping scoopful of beans, get that in there. We're not going to stuff everything in there yet because we want everything to get this smoky flavor. So we're going to get it done separately for a while before we combine everything. This will all melt down, fill in the cracks and crevices. And this will be good, I promise. And again, no seasonings. We have no salt, no pepper, no butter, no oil, none of my fajita mix, no smoked paprika, nothing. Just vegetables and vegetarian beans. All right, let's now head to the grill. To the smoker we go. 275 degrees, it can take about an hour. We're going to start. Get the peppers on. Putting this one into this one since I got the male. Alright, we got some zucchini. We could chop all this up, but I want to make sure it cooks through and gets as much smoke on its own as we can. I made a little bit extra of some of these things, but that's okay. Took the seeds and the stems out of the jalapeno. You want to get that flavor, but my wife is not going to appreciate too much heat. So, one of my onion slices too, I got some minced garlic on there. You could use fresh garlic, it has a chance to burn, but this is just going to mix so much better. We're going to get this all chopped up later on, but that does not matter. So in the meantime, throw on some mushrooms. If you got other vegetables you want to put in there, put them in there. There it is. It's that simple. That's all you got to do. Close the lid. We'll be back in a half hour. Okay, it's been about a half hour. We're gonna check on these, get everything pulled off, and get ready to start over. We have all these. No sense of trying to be cute. All getting chopped up. Yankees. All right. Perfect. Everything's starting to soften up already. Now we're going to stuff. Okay, so we took everything off the smoker. We want to do this kind of as quick as we can. No need to rush, but so here's the peppers. They're already getting a little soft, definitely warm. Male, female, limpy male, you get it. All right, now we're just going to take all this stuff and we are going to chop. Doesn't have to be pretty. You got a knife. If you don't have one of these, just use a knife. I'm just trying to do this to speed things along. Alright, onions are a little big. We're going to cut these in half before we chop them. They're getting nice and tender already. Like to see they're separating, falling apart basically. And if you still have an outside layer you don't like, oh my goodness, I was so close to doing this right. Okay, so we're done with this. Everything here is nice and chopped up. And I'm just going to mix this up a little bit. Like more onion, more mushroom, more garlic, whatever you like. You make this however you like to. While we're mixing for a second, I just want to say we love it down here. One of the things we do miss, though, we had a lot of weddings this summer. My cousin Kaylee Howell, wish you the best of luck with your life, your new husband. Chandler Burkholder and Katie Johnson. Chandler, I've known you since you were a little kid when we had to put quarters in your wrestling shoes to have you make weight. You're an amazing young man, so appreciate that. All right, sorry, back to stuff. All right, our goofy male one. Good mixture. Cheese and the beans that we had in there before are melting down. This smells really good. This smells amazing, actually. I'm not sure if I've ever made anything without meat in it. Now we can say we have. Stuff it basically to the top. If you like different vegetables, use different vegetables. If you like these, use these. This is going to come out tender, soft, a little bit of smoke in it. Alright, so now there's our two peppers that are going back on. We're going to take more of this Oaxaca cheese. And I can't stress enough, and this is basically, it's like string cheese. This stuff is amazing. Again, you don't have Oaxaca cheese, or it's not your favorite, use Swiss, use pepper jack, use whatever you want. You want salt and pepper, use salt and pepper, don't care. No seasonings, but I tell you what, the one thing we did do that I'm going to add into this, I have a molcajete. First thing we bought when we got to Mexico was a molcajete. Usually it stands for mortar and pestle, is the Spanish term for it. We got a wood one instead of the stone one, which I normally come from. But it works just as good, and hi Elena, who bought it to us, sweet lady. But what I did was I took some pistachios and I crunched them up. We are, just for a little texture and a little difference here, we're just going to cover this, a little bit of pistachio crushed up on the top. You can use as much or as little as you like. Get the molcajete out of the way. Not an important term, but it sounds cool. So now we're going to take these 2 peppers. We're going to go back to the grill, put these on for another half hour, and in a half hour from now we're going to have beautiful, soft, pliable, smoky bell peppers for dinner. I'm going to make it with a little Caesar salad, I think, that I picked up this morning at the market, and we're going to have a great dinner. Alright, it's been about an hour, probably about an hour and 10 minutes actually. It's not going to hurt, just a little bit softer, let everything melt up. Let's get this open. That is what I am looking for. So, we're going to take this pepper. Oh yeah, she's nice and tender. That is amazing. Bring this right over here. We can try this. We are ready to go. Again, no seasoning, no meat, vegetarian option. I'm going to top this with just a little bit of crema, and it's a little thick so it's hard to drizzle, but that was the goal here. We're going to try to do a little bit of a drizzle. They don't have it, so you know what, we're going to blob it on. If you like sour cream, we're going to love you some crema. And there we go. My version of a stuffed pepper, not chili relleno, stuffed pepper, completely vegetarian, absolutely no seasoning. A little Caesar salad on the side. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's going to be messy just the way we like it. Crema's going to top it off. Tell you what, that's perfect. If you didn't know there wasn't meat in there, you literally wouldn't know if somebody didn't tell you. It's hearty, it's filling. You can taste every bit of the vegetables without any seasoning. I was a little leery about it, a little nervous, but don't bring so much flavor to it. It's you don't need seasoning or meat. This is amazing. A little Caesar salad. We're gonna hurry up and end this video because this is dynamite, and I cannot wait to serve this to my wife. Thanks for watching 3 Suitcases, Eat, Drink, Travel. Please subscribe, like, and hit the notifications.